All right, guys, let's look at the next student task statement, which is called more cereal and a discount. All right, so before we get into this lesson, I want to talk to you guys about percentages. Now, of course, I've been going over these lessons with you, so I kind of realized that, wait, this book kind of didn't break down percentages, like what's percentages, what do they represent, what do they mean? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys like a brief explanation of what is a percentage, okay? Percentages represent a portion of something, like in considering this unit is representing a portion of something, all right? Now, we were talking about probability. It represents the likelihood of something, the chances of something, or so on, okay? So, 20%, I'm going to mark that. Okay, 20% more than, all right? Now, I also want to tell this to you guys. Like I said, percentages represent a portion of something. And I tell this to my students, they're always shocked when I tell them percentages are not numbers, okay? They're not numbers. If I wanted to write a percentage in this numerical value or in its decimal form, I would have to divide it by 100. So 20% will actually be 20 over 100, which would give me 0.2. Or 2/10, or some of my students, they like to say like this, 20 over 20 hundredths. Okay, hence why the denominator is 100. Okay. All right. If you have any questions about percentages, guys, please visit your manager's Google Meet session. But I'm about to start doing this problem, and I hope that you guys can catch on. All right. So problem 1 says a cereal box says that now it contains 20% more. Originally, it came with 18 5/10 ounces of cereal. How much cereal does the box come with now? So we need to do some annotations. We already annotated the decimal, but we need to start off with the original amount, which is 18.5 ounces of cereal, or 18 5/10. Okay? So there's 2 ways I can solve this. And I'm going to split this paper or split this problem in half. There's 2 ways I could solve it. All right? I'm going to start off with the first way in blue, which is finding out, well, what is 20% of 18.5 or 18.5? Why? Is because we need to find out what is 20% that portion of 18.5, okay? Because we're not just adding 20. That will be more than just a portion of 18.5. I'm sorry about that. So I don't want to multiply 18.5 by 20. I want to multiply it by its decimal value. Remember, okay? Because remember, percentages just represent something. It's not the number. So we want to, and I'm going to put this at the top so you guys can remember this represents 0.2, or you could put 0.20. I'll be using 0.2. Why? Because I don't need the extra 0. So I'm going to be multiplying, and I'm going to write this question. Well, what is 20% of 18.5? Okay. And to figure that out, I'm going to multiply 18.5 times, I'm going to exaggerate my multiplication symbol so you don't get confused with my division symbol. Not division symbol, my decimal symbol. And it's going to be 0.2. Okay? So when I multiply that, and I like to set mine up vertically. So I'm going to multiply these 2 numbers. And I get, okay, this is 10, carry that 1. That's 17, carry that, that's 3. All right. And I'm going to multiply the 0 next. And since it's multiplying by 0, I should know that's all that. So 0, 3. Oh, let me go back because I'm going 1 step ahead of y'all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a math teacher. So I need to figure out where that decimal will go. All right, because now I see 0370. And there's one number behind this decimal and one number behind this decimal, which means my answer should have 2 digits behind the decimal, which would be this. All right. So 3.7 or 3 7/10 ounces is 20% of 18.5. But is this my final answer? Are they looking for, hey, what is 20% of 18.5? No, it's saying that it's 20% more. So if this is 20% more, what do I need to do with that 3.7 or that 3 7/10? If you guess, I need to add 18 and 5/10 plus 3.7. You are absolutely correct. And I'm going to draw squiggly lines to separate it because I need to figure out, well, what's 20% more? Okay. So it's going to be 2 carry the 1. And it's going to be, this is 11, 2 carry the 1, 2. So 22.2 ounces of cereal. That's what comes in the box now. All right. There is another way to solve it. Okay. And I'm going to do this portion in red. Okay. So it's saying that it's 20% more. And 18.5 ounces is the original amount. I want to write this down. The original amount is the 100%. Okay, that's the initial start. That's the beginning. That's the original amount. Well, if it's 20% more, what percentage would it be at now? If it's 20% more, what percentage would it be at now? If you guess 120%, you are absolutely correct. All right. Now, in order to convert this to a decimal, you would have to divide it by 100. And I'll just give that answer to y'all, which would be 1.2. Or you could put 1.20 or 1 2/10 or 1 20 hundredths. Okay. So, I want to see, okay, I want to do the same method, all right? I want to multiply this decimal times 18.5 or 18.5, which I'm going to write it down like vertically because I like multiplying vertically. Okay. So let's get started. 2 times 5 carry the 1 is going to be 7. 15 carry the 1 to be 3. Okay. All right. And then now I need to do 5. Okay. 18. 1 add that. If you notice when we multiply by 2, it gives us almost like the same digits as the 20% more, and it gives us the 18.5, but we're going to continue to add. And I need to figure out where that decimal goes. There's one digit behind the decimal in the first number, 1 digit behind the decimal in the second number. So it needs to have 2 numbers behind my decimal, which would give me 22.2 ounces. So which method did you guys like? I could tell you which method is my favorite method is the one in red. It's because it just, once I figure out, hey, 20% more is 120%, I could just multiply that times my original amount and get my new amount. You know, my students, they prefer the blue method because it takes them step by step and so on. They like rather add instead, but hey, whatever method you like or whatever method works best for you, you guys make sure you practice that method at home or during your practice problems, okay? All right, so now let's look at this. It says the price of the shirt. It says the price of the shirt is $18.50. That number looks familiar. It says, but you have a coupon that said it lowers the price by 20%. What is the price of the shirt after using the coupon? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to do some annotations again. So I want to underline or highlight $18.50 and the coupon that lowers. All right, let me say, what is the price of the shirt after using the coupon? That is key. You know, last year when you used to do Eureka, I used to throw like kind of hot questions in the classroom. What's the value of the coupon? And then ask what's the price after, so students don't get confused. But remember, it's not asking for how much the coupon is. It's asking for what you're paying after using the coupon. All right. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys go shop with your guardians in the store or stay at home, but when we use coupons, it lowers the price. It lowers the price. Okay? So I'm going to use the same methods that I used before earlier, but if you notice that the units are the same. For number 1, it was 18.5 ounces of cereal. For number 2, it's saying $18.50. Which would give me 18.5. It's the same thing. All right. But I'm going to still show you guys both methods. This method, we want to find, well, what is 20% of $18.50. Okay. Which we'll do the same method, which would be 18.5 times. And remember, we always have to start off converting our percentages to decimal, which would be 0.2. If you're wondering where I got that 0.2 or 2/10 from, make sure you refer back to question 1. But I'm going to multiply that, and I should get the same amount that I got for the ounces. I'm just writing it out for you guys just in case, like, you know, somebody have any questions at home. And the coupon, and this is the coupon, is $3.70. So if you were taking a test and it's asking you, hey, what's the coupon? What's the value of the coupon? The coupon is $3.70. But you have applied this coupon. You've used it. All right? So what you want to do is use what operation? What operation you think we need to use to lower the price? If you guess subtraction, you are absolutely correct. So $18.50 minus $3.70. Remember, coupons lower the price. All right? So it's going to be 0. I'm going to borrow. Going to be 8. And then it's going to be $14.80. So the price of the shirt after will be $14.80. Now, with the method in red, you have to understand that the original price is the 100%. Okay, so the original price, I'm going to put price so you guys know it's a different problem, is 100%. And the 20% lowers, is 20% lower. So in the first problem, we added 20% to 100. And this problem, what do you think we're going to do if it's lowering the price? If you guess subtraction, you are absolutely correct. So 20% less than 100 will be 80%. Now remember, in order to convert that percent to a decimal, we want to divide by 100, and that's going to give me 0.80 or 0.8. So what I want to do is I want to multiply $18.50 times 0.8. Okay. So I multiply that times 0.8. I'm going to get 8 times 0, which, to be honest with you, I'm going to rewrite that because we really don't need that 0 that extra 0 at the end, and we don't need the extra 0 in front. Those are just placeholders. There we go. That looks better. So this is 40. Carry the 4. All right, that's 64 plus 4. Carry the 6. It's going to be 14. Oh, I made a mistake. 8 times 8 is 64. Plus 4 will be 68. Carry the 6. And then it's going to be 14. So I apologize about that. And where does that decimal go? Well, there's 2 digits behind that decimal, so it needs to have 2 numbers behind the decimal in that answer, and that's the final price of the shirt. Okay? So make sure you guys remember to put your answers in sentence form. You will say, oh, the final price of the shirt after using the coupon is $14.80. And the ounces of cereal, which says that, it says how much cereal does the box come with now? The box comes with 22.2 ounces now. All right? So if you guys have any questions about this problem, make sure you guys visit your manager's Google Meet session. I'll see you guys in the next problem.